Deshmukh Sachin, working as assistant professor in Civil Engineering Department of Walchenstorf Institute of Technology, Solapur. Today we are going to learn about measurement of discharge by using Chases and Manning's equation. At the end of this topic, you will able to calculate the discharge by using Chases and Manning's equation. We all know these Chases and Manning's equations. By this we are going to calculate the velocity also, and this velocity multiplied by area we will get the discharge. Chases and Manning's have worked a lot in the open channel for the open channel flow, and their dedication gives us very great equations. Till today we are totally resembling on these equations to find out the discharge. Antoine Chadji was a French hydrologist and scientist who designed a canal for the Paris water supply, which was very famous. Chase's equation is one of the oldest in the area of fluid mechanics and was developed in 1768. Chase relate the discharge of the water flowing through an open channel with the respective channel dimensions, that is slope of the bed and perimeter, etc. The value of the Chase is constant, which must be determined by experiments, and definitely it is not a dimensionless but has the dimensions of square root of length per time. Similarly, Robert Manning was an Irish hydraulic engineer best known for creation of the Manning's formula. We are knowing the Manning's formula, that is 1 upon n r raised to 2/3 s raised to half. That is coming after these 2-3 slides. You are going to see about this. The Manning's equation is an empirical equation that describes the relationship between velocity in a conduit and the channel geometry. Channel geometry that is related with its bottom width, then the you can say weighted perimeter, etc. and friction coefficient expressed, which is expressed as a small n. In its essence, the Manning's equation describes the energy balance also between the gravity and the friction in a conduit. Manning's equation is an empirical equation because it is not based on the first principle formed from the theories of science and physics. Just concentrate on this figure first. This is the channel. This is channel, and here you can see the forces which are applying over here. This is a channel bottom. This is the depth of water. This is the velocity we are showing in this direction. The water is flowing. Particularly, this figure is well known to us when we are going to find out the energy loss also. Okay, delta x is the length between section 1 and section 2. In uniform flow, the cross section through which flow occurs is a constant from this figure. The channel so the velocity is also constant, definitely. Also, the channel bottom water surface line and energy line are parallel to each other. You can see here this slope, then the water line, and this energy line is parallel. These three lines are parallel to each other. These are the details of this figure. F1, that is pressure force at section 1, F2 is pressure force at section 2, W is weight of the fluid. I will show you once again weight of the fluid between section 1 and 2. S suffix 0, channel bottom slope with horizontal, tau 0, that is shear stress, L is the length between section 1 and 2, V is the average velocity of flow, and Y0 is depth of flow. I will show you again. Okay, this is a shear stress. You can see this is force F1, this is force F2. Okay, then this is the weight of the, you can say this water in this control volume. Okay, this is a force, that is W sine theta, and this is the weight acting in the normal direction. From figure we are going to add all these forces, that is from figure equating the forces. F1, which is in the direction of flow, F2 is opposite to it, plus the specific weight, that is into area into length and sine theta. This is the force which is equal to shear stress into perimeter into length. If we can solve this, okay, and solve this, we will get shear stress is equal to specific weight into A by P. A by P is the perimeter, P is perimeter, A is area, R is hydraulic mean depth. A by P is hydraulic mean depth, sine theta as it is. For channel S0 less than 0.1, we can assume that it is equal to S, which is equal to sine theta. Therefore, sine theta is nothing but the S0. Also, we know that the average shear stress is equal to CF, which is constant, into density V square upon 2G. It is a kinetic head. Equating these two values of shear stress, tau 0, which is equal to specific weight, hydraulic mean radius, and slope, which is equal to CF rho and V square upon 2G. Equating these two, CF, which is a constant of, we can say frictional constant, which is nothing but F upon 4 from the experiments. So putting this value of CF is equal to F upon 4, we will get V is equal to C under root RS 0, where C is known as Chezy's constant. This C is known as Chezy's constant. Okay, V is equal to C under root RS. R is hydraulic mean depth, S0 is a bottom slope. So what is the relation between this coefficient of friction and N? That already we have seen. CF is equal to F upon 4. Okay, put this over here. Also we can write C is equal to 1 upon N R raised to 1 by 6. R raised to 1 by 6. If you can put the value, we will get C is equal to 1 upon N R raised to 1 by 6. This relation also used in the Manning's equation. Okay, this equation is also used in Manning's equation. Now we'll see about the Manning equation. We know C is equal to 1 upon N R raised to 1 by 6 and V is equal to C under root RS. Okay, put this value of C, that is 1 upon N R raised to 1 by 6 in this equation. We will get V is equal to, instead of C, it is 1 upon N R raised to 2 R raised to 1 by 6, and already here R raised to 1 half is there. So we will get R raised to 2 by 3 and S raised to half. This is the Manning's equation which we are going to use for the measurement of you can say velocity, and this particular equation again we are going to use to find out the discharge Q is equal to area into velocity. This is a problem. Definitely after solving the problem only we are going to clear our ideas. Now say water is flowing in a 3 meter wide rectangular brick channel. Now here particularly the channel definition is given, that is rectangular brick channel, correct? Rectangular brick channel, definitely it shows which type of construction it is. The channel may be, you can say, in a soil, the channel may be in the boulders, the channel may be lined, the channel may not be lined. Okay, so types of channels are there, and depending on this type, the C and N, Chezy's constant and Manning's N, they are changing. So it's a rectangular brick channel at a depth of 1.3 meter. The bed slope is 1 in 850. It is a slope given. Now we have to calculate the discharge by using Manning's equation. Okay, and take N as 0.016. Take N as 0.016. So first of all, as our procedure, first of all you have to write the data given in the problem: width, depth, slope. Calculation of hydraulic mean depth first. R is equal to A by P, and R is equal to A by P, that means area is B into Y and perimeter is B plus 2Y. Equate these values, you will get R is equal to 0.69. Now by Manning's equation for velocity, that is V is equal to 1 upon N R is to 2 by 3 S is to half. Put these values. you will get 1.997 meter per second. And this velocity value we are going to use to find out the discharge. Discharge is equal to area into velocity. This is a 3 meter into 1.3 meter. It is the area multiplied by velocity is 1.997. We get discharge is equal to 7.79 meter cube per second by using Manning's equation. Simultaneously, we can take the constant C for Chezy's, and we can calculate the discharge by using Chezy's formula also, that we will see in the class. This is a review question. Write the Chezy's and Manning's equation for the measurement of discharge. So the similar equations are there. Okay, Q is equal to AV is equal to A into C into under root RS for Chezy's formula, and A into 1 upon N RS to 2/3 and SS to half for Manning's. Okay, these are the reference books. Go through it.